Okay, guys, now let's get started with IELTS listening module. Remember, the duration of IELTS listening test is 25 minutes only. And in actual exam, they will provide you with the headphones, right? There's going to be sound clarity. You will be able to understand each and everything. And if you take computer delivered IELTS, then there will be that wired headphone, the big one. Even the voice is going to be clear. You can adjust the volume, and you can just make sure if it is computer delivered, there is no problem. You will have your personalized headphone. If it is paper delivered, then there is that infrared headphone. So there you need to adjust the volume on your own and the infrared and all that. Okay. When they start the listening test, initially there will be some audios which they are going to play, test audios. And once everybody okays that it's okay, the sound is okay, then they will start the test. Before that, they will just play test audios. Okay. Once the test starts and you start to write your answers, you write one answer, second answer, third answer, then you'll be confident about that. Okay. Now, we are going to start with this listening test. And in order to get good bench score in IELTS listening, it is important that you target 10 by 10 in part 1. Part 1 is very basic English. Bench score 1, 2, 3. That is why in part 1, sometimes there is a phone number. In part 1, sometimes there is the name, spelling of the name. Sometimes answer is a date, answer is a day, answer is a month. So if you are looking for a reasonable bench score like 7 or above, you must get 10 by 10 in part 1, and it is not difficult because there is a dialogue. It is not very fast. Information flows from one end to the other one, so you can easily manage that, right? Okay, now we are going to start with this test, and the title here is one second. Complete the form below, and then they've mentioned one word and or a number. So it's form completion with one word and or a number. And this is very important to follow instructions. I have noticed, what do the students do when it is one word and or a number? They write two words by mistake. Sometimes they write a word which is already written in the question. This is very, very common. So you should be careful. Answer is one word and or a number. It means answer can be 5 pencils. 5 is a number, and number may contain many digits. For example, 5 is one number, 5,000 is one number, even 5 million is one number. Okay, so number is number. It's one number, one, numeric form, whatever it is. Okay, so one word and or a number. If you write extra word, for example, answer is 5 books, right? You write 5 books or all 5 books or good 5 books, any extra word, your right answer will be wrong. So examiner has only 2 choices. Either your answer is correct or it is incorrect. They will never give you half mark, that partially correct. If your spelling is wrong, your answer is wrong. If your spelling is not readable, whatever you have written, it is not clear, examiner is doubtful, so examiner will cross that answer as the wrong answer. So you need to be careful. That is why if it is paper delivered, transfer your answers using all capital letters for clarity. And if it is computer delivered, so whatever you type, it will go from there. There is no problem, right? Now we have crime report form, and crime report is like FIR. We have first information report, and they have crime report form. Whenever a crime is committed somewhere, so you go to the police and they have this crime report form. Now you can understand, maybe some sort of crime would have been committed there. One person is going to complain about that crime, and the police reporter is going to write all the details. What happened, what was stolen, where was it stolen, if it was a wallet, what was inside the wallet. So all this type of information is going to be here. So if you understand, I mean your general knowledge or your common sense will help you find all the answers. Okay, and in listening, sometimes students, their mind starts wandering. Mind only wanders when you do not understand what's happening. And if you understand, you take interest in that. Obviously, I've seen some students who get involved into listening. They can answer the questions even by guessing. Not all answers, 1 or 2 answers, They can do it by guessing as well because they understand the situation, what's happening. Now, let's see. Name is already given, nationality. Question number 1, simple. So there will be 2 people, one will be taking down the report and other will be telling my nationality is this and all that. In IELTS, they don't give you simple and straightforward answers. Like, for example, what's your nationality? I'm American. You write American. What's your nationality? My mother is British and my father is American and I do have American passport, so I'm American. Answer is Americans. You need to listen and understand and verify what is the right answer. It's not that nationality, they say anything, you write it down. No, you need to see what is her nationality. If she's telling her mother's nationality, her father's nationality, maybe her nationality is different. Like, some parents, they are Pakistani, their children are Canadian. Okay, you are going to be Australian, Canadian, British and all that, inshallah, soon. Okay, so it's just like this. Now, I play the audio. Please listen and answer.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I want to report a theft. I had some things stolen out of my bag yesterday.
I'm sorry to hear that. Right, so I'll need to take a few details. Can I start with your name?
Louise Taylor.
Okay, thank you. And are you resident in the UK?
No, I'm actually Canadian, though my mother was British.
And your date of birth?
December 14th, 1977.
Okay, she said, I am Canadian. My mother was British. So this is what they want to check. Some would write British and they'll be very happy. Ha ha ha. IELTS, no problem. Tomorrow, Canada. Okay, so you should write the correct one. Canadian. How do you spell Canadian? C-A-N-A-D-I-A-N. Okay, not E-N. Right? So if spelling is wrong, answer is wrong. Next, date of birth is given. Occupation is interior designer. Reason for visit. Now imagine a foreigner has come to UK. What is the reason for visit? Business. Okay. She is a businesswoman. To buy antique. Now she buys something antique. Let's see what that is. Antique handicrafts, antique jewelry, antique something. So you will underline the word antique. And now they are not going to use the word antique. This is their big bimari. You understand that? They will not use the word antique. If they use the word antique, you can find the answer easily. For antique, they will use the word old or any other word that is the synonym or rewording of antique. For example, century old, 1 century old, antique and all that. Ancient, exactly. That's another good word for antique. Okay. Now please listen and find the answer.
So you're just visiting this country?
That's right. I come over most summers on business. I'm an interior designer, and I come over to buy old furniture, antiques, There are some really lovely...
Okay, I come over to buy old furniture. And then she said antiques, Now some will write antiques. They don't understand to buy antique. It cannot be the answer. So what is the answer? Furniture. If you write old furniture, even then answer is wrong because old is the synonym of antique. So answer, and it's one word and or a number. And how do you spell furniture? F-U-R-N-I-T-U-R-E. Exactly. That's right. Okay. Length of stay 2 months. When they use the word 2 months, it means audio is there. Okay. Next, current address. Now she's giving her current address. Dash apartments. It's the name of apartments block. Okay, it can be any name. But remember one word. Dash apartments. Like we have Spring Apartments. We have C Apartments, View Apartments, or anything like that.
Okay. So you've been here quite a while?
Yes, I'm here for 2 months. I go back next week.
So may I ask where you're staying now?
Well, at present, I've got a place at Park Apartments. That's on King Street. I was staying at the Riverside Apartments on the same street, but the apartment there was only available for 6 weeks.
So, no, Riverside. Excellent. I caught the thief. I caught the thief. Now listen. She said before that I was at the Riverside apartment. And question is current address. Now Riverside is past address. Okay, this is how they play. So you should know the rules of the game. If it is written current address, they will confuse you with the past address or future address. She says that is where I'm living now, but I'm planning to move to Riverside apartment next month. Even that will not be the answer. So answer is park or park. In local language we say chips or chippus. Yeah, good. All right. Correct answer is park. Now details of theft. Items stolen, a wallet. Now imagine a wallet is stolen containing approximately question number 4 with a pound sign. So you will not write currency because pound sign is already there. What you are going to write is amount. Okay, so however the amount is 100 pounds, 200 pounds, you will write it as a number. Okay, let's see.
Now, I need to take some details of the theft. So, you said you had some things stolen out of your bag?
That's right.
And were you actually carrying the bag when the theft took place?
Yes. I really can't understand it. I had my backpack on, and I went into a supermarket to buy a few things, and when I opened it up, my wallet wasn't there.
And what did your wallet have in it?
Well, fortunately, I don't keep my credit cards in that wallet. I keep them with my passport in an inside compartment in my backpack, but there was quite a bit of cash there, about 250 pounds sterling, I should think. I withdrew 300 pounds from my account yesterday, but I did a bit of shopping, so I must have already spent about 50 pounds of that.
Okay.
So, 250. But she said, I withdrew 300 pounds. For 50 pounds, I did shopping. And then she had 250. Now, those who do not understand, they will write 50. Or they will write 300 because they don't understand. So this is what in IELTS they verify that you have found the answer actually. That is why they give you 2 to 3 options. And correct answer is 250, right? And you don't need to write anything. Just 250. That's it. Next, second item which was stolen. Now, one item was wallet. Second item, let's see. Very simple question.
At first I thought, oh, I must have left the wallet back in the apartment. But then I realized my phone had gone as well. It was only a week old, and that's when I realized I'd been robbed.
Okay, my phone was gone as well. And then I realized I was robbed. IELTS listening part 1 is the best way to improve your English. Then I realized I was robbed. So you can copy this sentence, use it, and then I realized my mobile was lost. Then I realized I was confused. Then I realized, like this you can practice. So improve your English pronunciation and pick up these sentences from listening part 1. Because they're very simple and you can use them in your IELTS speaking and you can get good bench score with that. Okay. So correct answer is phone. Now you don't need to temper the answer. You say why phone? iPhone. Right? Or I will write Samsung phone. Okay. Just write phone and that's it. Yeah, one word. Date of theft. Now again they will confuse you. Date of theft. She will say, well, it happened yesterday. Now, those who do not understand, date is, yesterday is not a date. Tomorrow is not a date. Okay. So date is something like, there should be day, then month, and then all that. Okay. So, and you can write date in any format. For example, if it is 14th August, you can write 1-4 without th and August. Or you can write short form of months of the year and days of the week. AUG. But it's better to write full word August, okay? Or you can write August 14 or 14 with th or without th, perfectly fine. So it's going to be number and word, right? And usually when they give you the dates, they don't give you year. If they give you year, then they write one word and 2 numbers. Because if you write 14th August 1947, 1947 is one number, 14th August is another number. So then they mention that, right? So let's see. No, 14th is not a word, it is a number. And you will write it as 140H. So, you know, we've got ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers, so it's a number. 14th August or 14 without th, August, or you can write August 14 or August 14th. Always it's right, okay? Now, pleasure. Let's go on. So, question number 6, please.
So you say the theft occurred yesterday.
Yes.
So that was September the 10th?
That was September the 10th. Now, if by mistake you write September the 10th, September and the, they are two words. Your answer will be wrong. So, correct answer is 10th September, September 10, September 10th. It's always fine. Okay? Question number 7. Possible time and place of theft. Now, two things. Time and place. Right? Location. Outside the dash at about 4 p.m. Now, she will tell us where was she at 4 p.m. and there the theft occurred.
And do you have any idea at all of where or when the things might possibly have been stolen?
Well, at first I couldn't believe it because the bag had been on my back ever since I left the apartment after lunch. It's just a small backpack, but I generally use it when I'm traveling because it seems safer than a handbag. Anyway, I met up with a friend, and we spent a couple of hours in the museum.
All right, we spent a couple of hours in the museum.
But I do remember that as we were leaving there, at about 4 o'clock, a group of young boys ran...
Okay, as we were leaving there at about 4 o'clock. Now, first she said we were at the museum. And then she said, as we were leaving there. There means museum at 4 o'clock. So, correct answer is museum. How do you spell museum? M-U-S-E-U-M. Exactly. M-U-S-E-U-M, right? You should write the correct spelling for all these words. Next, details of suspect. Now they will talk about the possible thief. Suspect is the possible thief. Details of suspect. Some boys asked for the dash. Now there were some boys and they asked for something. For example, some boys asked for water. Some boys asked for directions. Some boys asked for something. Let's see what is it that they asked for.
But I do remember that as we were leaving there, at about 4 o'clock, a group of young boys ran up to us, and they were really crowding round us, and they were asking us what time it was. Then, all of a sudden, they ran off.
Okay, they were asking us what time it was. So, asked for the time. Correct answer is time, right? They were asking us what time it was. Okay, then there is that word tiger. Where there is no question, don't read that option. Don't read that sentence. Only underline one word so that in the audio, when the word is played, you know audio is there. So, tiger is the word you should underline. He was 12. Now, a boy who was 12 years old, slim built, with dash hair. Now, it can be the size of hair, it can be the color of hair, it can be the type of hair. Curly hair, okay, long hair, brown hair, black hair, and all that. Okay, so let's see whatever they say about it.
Can you remember anything about them?
The one who did most of the talking was wearing a t-shirt with a picture of something. Let's see. A tiger.
Right. Any idea of how old he might have been?
Around 12 years old?
And can you remember anything else about his appearance?
Not much. He was quite thin.
Color of hair?
I do remember that. He was blonde. All the others were dark-haired.
Okay, color of hair. He was blonde. All the other were dark-haired. For example, if answer is dark-haired, is it one word or two words? It's one word. I tell you why. Dark and hair, there will be a hyphen between. Dark-haired, curly-haired. So there will be a hyphen, and whenever there is a hyphen, even if there are two words, we treat them as one word. All the hyphenated words are one word only. Okay, so answer is blonde. How do you spell blonde? Exactly, B-L-O-N-D or B-L-O-N-D-E. Both are correct. One is British, one is American, so they accept both spelling, right? Blonde will be the right answer. It's the color of hair. Crime reference number allocated. Like, you know, you make a complaint, they give you a number. So it's a crime reference number allocated. Let's see what that number is.
And any details of the others?
Not really. They came and went so quickly.
Right. So what I'm going to do now is give you a crime reference number so you can contact your insurance company. So this is 10 digits. 87954-82361.
Thank you.
Got it? So 879548236 and if there is any change in the number, it's a wrong number. You know that, okay? So you need to write all the number like this. Now remember, in order to get good bench score in IELTS, you should try to get 10 by 10. Whenever you practice IELTS listening, pay special attention to listening part 1 and listening part 4 because both parts are somewhat similar. Why similar? In part 1 we have one word and or a number, and in part 4 also, for the most part 90% chances are that you will get one word and or a number. So if you get out of 20, if you get 17 or 18 correct answers in part 1 and 4, you can get very reasonable bench score in IELTS, right? Thank you.